Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on the iTunes, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise, more on that in a second, available at ykwrestling.com. Welcome back, or welcome to, if this is your first time, to the Nuckifew Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. Welcome back. What's in the glass? Or what was in the glass, rather?
I had a little libation, you know what I'm saying? A little concoction.
Same.
You know what I'm
saying? We live here. Shout outs to everybody,
yes,
man. It's officially Christmas season as well.
No, it's time.
Yeah, it's time for real now. Like
y'all can let Mariah loose.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, y'all can play the Mariah all you want for the next 4 weeks. Ain't nobody gonna complain about it because tis the season.
I mean, I still will because it's a little extra, but
yeah, y'all be extra with this stuff sometimes.
It's in season.
Yeah, man. I couldn't imagine working at like a department store during this time of year.
Man,
you'll hear nothing but that, man. And it don't even be no swag Christmas music. Like, it don't be the Temptations or nothing.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's a whole catalog full of Christmas music from a whole bunch of artists. And y'all just click on that same joint every year.
No Donny Hathaway. No This Christmas.
Like, it's people that's never heard Mariah Carey for real, and all they know is that one song for her for Christmas.
Right. They be like, oh, the Christmas lady. Like, that's disrespectful.
Right.
She had the most number ones of any artist during like a 5-year span, bro.
Crazy.
And y'all call her the Christmas lady. That's disrespectful as hell.
Like, oh man, growing up, Mariah was jumping in my household.
Man, all that.
Yo, right.
Rush Hour. That's what really helped. Cause like I heard Mariah Carey all the time. Visions of Love, all that. But the Rush Hour, that's when I was really like, okay, she going crazy.
Exactly.
Honey?
Yo,
the remix though with Hove. You know, we gotta have a Jay-Z reference, obligatory Jay-Z reference on this show every week.
Always. It's unconscious at this point.
Facts. And do you remember Mariah Carey disappeared for a couple years? And she came back working with Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah.
Drop that heat. Hey, man. Mariah Carey. Shout out to Mariah Carey, man. Yeah, shout out to them Thanksgiving leftovers.
Woo.
I think I might be burnt out, man. That's all I've been eating the last like 3 days. This Thanksgiving food and desserts. Jim about to see me for real.
Yo.
Bruh, I ain't never ate so much cheesecake in my life.
Crazy.
I got another piece waiting on me after we done recording, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to Black Friday, man. Y'all do some Black Friday shopping?
Oh, not me.
I'm on the
opposite
setup.
Yeah, listen, I'm on the opposite end of that because y'all know where I work at. It's about to be the hell week for me. I'm going to bed shortly after we get done. Like, facts.
Hell month. Hey, man, if y'all hadn't did no Black Friday shopping, we got a new t-shirt up at ykwrestling.com on the merchandise side. Hit that merch link, and we got that Black Wrestling royalty Shout out to Nyla Rose for the nudge.
Facts.
Shout out to Nyla Rose for the nudge. I'm about to see a Nyla Rose won a shirt.
Right.
Just for giving the nudge, man. I didn't expect to see other wrestlers on that tweet after I posted it. Like I went and checked it like 20 minutes later, seeing like 3 wrestlers.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So if you listen to this on the day it come out, or if you listening to it on the day after it come out, use the code BLACK at your checkout for 15% off the entire store. Not just that one shirt, but the entire store. So if you want to get the other Black Lives Matter tees we got like 3 versions of that. If you want to wear the Young Kings Wrestling logo on your chest, we got that. You know, it's flu season, so get you some face masks and stay covered and stay safe and walk around with the YK Wrestling face mask. It's all available at YKWrestling.com.
Yes, sir.
Already. Hey, let's talk about this week in wrestling history, man, because a lot, I think like 5-10 years down the line, we got a certain something that happened this week in wrestling history we're going to be talking about for years to come that didn't happen before this week. If you know, you know. Let's talk about it, man. 1983, the inaugural Starrcade. That was a NWA Jim Crockett Promotions / WCW's WrestleMania per se. Right. This was 2 years before the actual WrestleMania. So this was the premier event in wrestling at one point in time. In this match, in the main event, Ric Flair defeated Harley Race in a steel cage to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, shout out to that. You remember when Triple H put the bounty on Goldberg?
Yeah.
Ric Flair did that originally to Harley Race before this match.
Oh, snap.
This man put a bounty on Harley Race. Now, we're comparing 1983 to 2003. You put a bounty on a nigga in 1983, his life was really in danger.
I'm about to say. Yeah, real bounty hunters out here.
So, shout out to all the wrestlers that kept themselves safe back in the day. No wonder they was fucked up off of the drugs and all that stuff, and they had no choice.
It was some fans that didn't know the difference on the
swivel, right?
With the kayfabe,
had to keep their heads on the swivel.
Like it was some heels that would get stabbed up in the wrong city.
For real, like for real. It's crazy. 1987. Speaking of inaugural events, we had the very first Survivor Series. This was the second pay-per-view to be produced by the World Wrestling Federation after WrestleMania. The tagline on this one was the biggest event since WrestleMania 3. And it was. It was. As you know, shortly after that, the Royal Rumble was born. And then SummerSlam.
Yeah, buddy.
Now we got a full-blown PLE calendar.
Right.
Years later. It went from pay-per-view to streaming. What's next after streaming?
Shit.
Mind you, Vince McMahon was the first person to think to do both of those things too. Wasn't nobody putting sports on pay-per-view back then.
Right.
Like boxing wasn't on pay-per-view back then. But boxing pay-per-view is big business now. Thank you to the chairman of TKO Group, pretty much. That shit was on regular television back then. CBS, ESPN, all that.
Had to put some people on.
Facts, man. And then 1988, Ted Turner purchased the assets from Jim Crockett Promotions. Thus, WCW was born. So that's like three little tidbits of history right there that just changed wrestling forever.
It's history right there. You understand?
Shout out.
Damn right.
Shout out to history, man. 1990, some dude named The Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series this week. And 11 years later, in 2001, The Undertaker turned heel again, and he forced Jim Ross to join the Kiss My Ass Club.
Terrible.
This was like the second or third week of the Kiss My Ass. It was the second week of the Kiss My Ass Club.
Like, didn't JR get bullied by Vince enough?
JR got bullied. So this was in Oklahoma City as well,
Mm-hmm.
mind you. That's where Jim Ross is from. And this is like the second time they were in OKC this year. Both times Jim Ross got his ass beat. Jim Ross will get his ass beat several times in Oklahoma City over the years.
That's crazy as hell.
Hey, JRC Oklahoma on the calendar is like, fuck.
I'm telling you. Bro, they traded this man off his show without even telling him on live TV.
Man, to get a live reaction out of it.
Knowing damn well he wasn't trying to go nowhere. Like,
hell.
That's crazy. Between that and the Bell's palsy shit, like,
right. Oh man, Dr. Heine.
Yo.
Hey, listen, y'all was tripping. This is wild.
Yo.
Nigga was tripping. Let's fast forward a bit to 2009. I forgot this happened. You remember Hulk Hogan did like a super show? I'm sorry, Terry did a super show over in Australia in like 2009. Like right before he went to Impact. Or it was around the time he went to TNA.
I don't remember that.
I forgot about this. It was his first time wrestling in Australia. So we got on this card Eugene, Nick Dinsmore, teamed with the Godfather, aka the Pimp Father, in this match. Brutus Beefcake defeated Heidenreich. Mr. Anderson, formerly known as Ken Kennedy, defeated Val Venus. And in the main event, Terry defeated Ric Flair. And that was Rick's first match since he retired at WrestleMania the year before.
Okay. See that when Rick started dipping his toes out of retirement.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Get them paychecks. Try to get them checks. 2010 Monday Night Raw. The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Randy Orton to become WWE champion for the first time. More on the Miz in a second. Because I'm tired of y'all niggas. I'm tired of it. Y'all be disrespecting my boy Mike. And so now I gotta get on my pedestal.
Listen. I've been on this whole you can't disrespect the Miz around me thing for about 8 years now. Well,
nah,
7.
You can't. Longer than that. I've pretty much this whole time in WWE. I've been a Miz supporter. Since Tough Enough. I wanted him to win Tough Enough. And so when he lost, when he was a runner-up, he was second place, I was hot.
Yeah, man. Like I couldn't get
glad
around.
He got hired again after that.
Yeah, I couldn't get around to the Miz until like the SmackDown Live days. When that happened, and he finally started
that was
like
a long time.
Right. When that happened, he started separating from the pack. Then I was like, okay.
Hold on. So you wasn't rocking with the Dirt Sheet? You never watched the Dirt Sheet?
I watched it, but it was more so a Morrison thing because like I was rocking with how Morrison was doing with his character.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, the tag team with them together was like, okay, all right, I can rock with this. You know what I'm saying? But it was just Miz by himself. It's just like it wasn't selling me. Like it was too the goofiness was too much for me. Like I couldn't take him seriously enough for it to be like, all right.
Hoorah Miz?
Hell no! Listen, I was on a JBL tip. Like he would be calling him
crazy.
A jackass and everything like that. I'm like, I'm with you, bro.
Hey, JBL used to hate that nigga.
Yo,
JBL hated Miz, bro.
So I remember his debut. He had the match against the Boogeyman, and it was an Armageddon. It was an Armageddon.
Yep.
And he was just cooking him. He was like, "Speak, jackass, hee haw." He said he's out here looking like a rooster, and then you see the way his mohawk was doing. I'm like, oh shit.
Listen, the mohawk, I can understand why niggas in like the mohawk and the fedora together.
Yeah, it was doing too much.
I completely understand. Let's fast forward a bit as well. More Survivor Series. Some dude named Sting debuted at Survivor Series in 2014. And I want to talk some more about that, man, because I went and watched that match back. It's been a while since I watched it. Mark Henry got his ass knocked the fuck out in the first 5 seconds of the match. Big Show turned heel. Yeah, it was fire. Like it was a one match show. Big Show turned heel, joined the Authority right after that. In the middle of the match, and got his ass counted out. He said, if you can't beat him, join him.
Right.
I get it. Sometimes you got to sell out. Sometimes. And then in the main event, you know, Triple H doing his Triple H thing, said, fuck Dolph Ziggler. Beat the shit out of Dolph Ziggler. Seth already knocked the fuck out. They bought the whole Dolph Ziggler. And then here comes Sting. And Triple H was tweet. Like, what is he doing here?
Right.
So it was a fun time. It was a fun show. One match show. I went and looked at that card and I was like, yo, this card is terrible.
Right.
2013 wasn't that much better.
I'm like 2 years running, it was not hitting at all.
Yeah. So yeah, one match show. 2015, very next year, Roman Reigns wins his first WWE championship. They had a tournament, as you know. Seth Rollins had to vacate the belt a couple weeks before this. He got cashed in on by Sheamus like almost immediately.
Like, gotcha, bitch.
Sheamus had a crazy pop too.
Yo,
Miz did not want Roman to win that belt.
Telling you,
Roman won it back like a month later though.
Yeah, they needed a better venue. But listen, Bray was speaking the truth. R.I.P. to the man. He said, "Anybody but you, Roman." and they was living it. They was not playing about it.
Facts. 2011, The Rock wrestles his first match since WrestleMania 20. Teamed with John Cena to take on The Miz and R-Truth at Survivor Series in the Garden. In the Garden. Not the Garden, but the Garden.
Nah, we don't acknowledge that garden.
Yeah, it's two gardens. It's the Garden and then it's the Garden, son. Yeah. And then who else returned at Survivor Series? In 2016, the return of the one, the only
Goldberg.
Goldberg made his return in 2016, his first match since WrestleMania 20 versus Brock Lesnar at the Survivor Series in Toronto. I watched that one back. I want to talk about all the Survivor Series I watched. I did a whole marathon. I watched like 8-9 years worth of Survivor Series over this past week. But first, let's get into the birthdays, man. Big Alpha, shout out to Big Alpha. Happy birthday to him. You know, the Wild Samoans, a Hall of Famer, member of the Anawahi family. Shout out to Big Alpha. Shout out to Juventud Guerrera, the Juice. Shout out to the Juice. You think you impressed The Rock because a couple months ago you were down south beating some jabroni named Juventud? Shout out to my mans. Shout out to the Bella twins. They call themselves the Garcia twins now.
Right.
Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to Josh Matthews and Cruz Del Toro, Elias, Aaliyah. I'm saying all the people that got fired. Elias and Aaliyah. Maven, who I never thought I would be watching Maven's YouTube channel on a consistent basis.
Man.
But shit, he got some entertaining stuff on there.
Hey.
He talking about, man, he talked about how much he got paid. All that. He was there for like 3 years. He even talked about how he got arrested. Y'all remember that? You remember he got arrested?
Oh.
It was like a DUI or something, like 2009. It was all over TMZ. I remember that.
Damn.
Yeah, shout out to Maven. Happy birthday. Shout out to Brian Lee, a.k.a. the fake Undertaker. I think from like 1994.
Oh, yeah, the SummerSlam.
Chains.
Why was that the main
He was also
event?
Chains. That was the main event. That's terrible.
Stupid.
Yeah, it was a bad time. Beth Phoenix, the Hall of Famer. Happy birthday to her. And happy birthday to another Hall of Famer, former women's champion, Ivory. Love me some Ivory.
Man. I was just talking about that the other day. Like, I seen somebody made the post about, like, put some respect on Ivory name. Like, that's one of them. That's one of them fine wine aging type.
Man.
Like, through all these different eras, like, just got better.
To this day.
Yes, sir.
To this day.
It feels
That's right.
Shout out to Ivory. And I'm gonna wrap this up. Happy birthday to Connor the Crusher Mahalik. Y'all remember him, the namesake of Connor's Cure. Would have turned, damn, how old? 12?
I want to say.
No, I'm all
Eight.
off. My math.
No, he would have been like.
You would have turned 18.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Because he was. That's just like 8
He was 8
years
when
ago.
he passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
He passed away like shortly after Mania. That was about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then RP to the young homie. He
Damn.
undefeated too. You know, he retired undefeated.
I'm about to say, yeah.
And he beat Triple H.
Beat the game.
The game.
Come on, man.
He beat the game. And he was in the WrestleMania main event.
Right.
Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Connor the Crusher.
Facts.
RP to the young homie, man.
It's a bad dude.
Fuck cancer. Fuck pediatric cancer for real too. Like more than any other cancer. So like, damn, these kids don't even get a chance sometimes.
It's terrible.
Fuck cancer. Yeah, man. Where we at on the royal dressing room? I just want to say that one more time. Fuck cancer.
Amen. Woo. All right. So we're not getting to the elephant in the room just yet. So I'll save all that stuff.
It's a big ass elephant too. I know y'all waiting.
Yeah.
We ain't said nothing about it yet.
That's a fact. On the flip side of that though, right after the main event, we saw Drew McIntyre. He was looking a little hot after the match. He was a little upset. And he went off backstage and apparently just went back to his locker room, and there was some loud noises coming out from back there. Don't know what it had to do. It was alleged that it had something to do with what happened, but that's cap. We ain't going for that.
Yeah, cap.
Will point out that as of now, he hasn't signed a new deal. And
I thought he signed a deal.
Nah. The likelihood is that if he doesn't get one, he's probably just gonna take a break, go home, spend some time with the family, and they'll work something out as time goes on.
See that man in Vegas.
Hey, we here for it, man. We
in
here
May.
For it.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's something to watch out for. Authors of Pain. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Apparently, they've been on payroll since last year. They hadn't really been back yet. But they should be coming back. Not just, either to the NXT or the main roster. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2 teams from NXT. Gallus and Akam and Razor are both going to be going back up to the main roster. So tag team wrestling is going to be back on the map soon. We're going to have to split them tag team belts because there's a lot of tag teams blowing up right now. And that's good. That's real good. Rock and Vice, they're working on a documentary. And it's detailing the mysterious demise, in quotation marks, of World Championship Wrestling. So we know mysterious. Vice likes to, do some deep dives on some real special topics. And, Rock sees a good project and jumps right into it with, his production company, $7. So that combination is going to be real interesting. But WCW, that's
former WCW champion, The Rock.
Right. I don't know what's going to be so mysterious about it, but
you know what happened.
I'm about to say,
I feel like y'all ain't gonna tell us nothing new that we don't already know about WCW.
Right.
These niggas are overpaid for a lot of motherfuckers, gave motherfuckers too much power.
All this is we're gonna cease the cap. Like that's really all it's gonna be. Because people want to bullshit about like what the real issues were. Like it's right there, it's written in your face.
Right.
And Eric Bischoff has been pretty honest about it. So like let's be real here. You know how people like to be real self-righteous about shit on one hand, and then later down the line they start doing or promoting the same shit that they were just kind of chastising you for. So RVD was doing the show, was doing his he's doing his own podcast.
Yeah, RVD got a podcast now. I saw that.
Yeah. So
RVD still owe us an appearance from like 3 years ago.
Hey man, I need it.
He said he would come on.
Right. So he was doing the show and he was talking about a couple things, but when he got to the topic of Ric Flair, and he mentioned that Rick back in the day when they was together in the same locker room was out here snitching, because we know RVD is an avid Green Life, you
got a green thumb
participant.
like
yeah, he's a participant. He's into it. Rick was out here snitching on him for that back in the day, and obviously that was back when it was frowned upon. And he said he found it kind of funny that nowadays Rick got his own brand. So it's like, that's kind of crazy. Like we out here, snitching in one hand and profiting on the other. Like, we acting real different out here.
You know what's funny about Rick snitching? Is Stephanie knew about that shit when RVD first got there.
Right.
Like, Stephanie already knew. So, like,
wasn't secret.
You need to snitch on my man's for it.
Yeah.
Dirty. Think he went into Vince's office like, hey, boss man, RVD smoking the weed. RVD probably went to his rental car before the show, did his thing, did his thug thizzle a couple hours before the show got right.
Yeah, man.
Say, y'all need me for nothing? I'll be out there.
About to say, man, the amount of pro athletes that say that they was high when they was doing their work, you would be surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
But last thing I got that's not related to last night, at the end of 2023, in fact, as of January 2024, former NWA Women's Champion Camille will be a free agent on the market. Bidding war about to start. Let's go.
Think we're going to get that Rumble debut?
Man, I need it.
Listen, we're going to talk about Survivor Series in a second. But listen, women's wrestling in WWE ain't been this good ever.
Right.
Ever.
Breaking new ground.
Evolution 2 needs to happen in 2024. It'll be 6 years. Going on 6 years. It needs to happen. Because if it don't happen, I'm going to be upset. There's zero reason for it to not happen in 2024.
Bruh.
Just don't even factor NXT into this.
I was about to say that.
You still got...
It's deep.
Man, like, the star power has never... Like, the first Evolution, you had Ronda, Becky. Like, Becky was on the ascent. You had Charlotte Flair. But you still did a show with them. But now you got so many more stars now. Like, Bianca is a bigger star now than she was then. Rhea Ripley is a bigger star than she was then.
You got Jade just waiting to get off ice.
You got Jade out there. You got Tiffy over there in NXT. Now we're gonna factor NXT.
You added NXT right now, bro.
You got Lyra Valkyria. We got Sol Ruka. She coming up. Kiana James, Fallon Henley, Roxanne, Nikita.
Cora.
Come on, man. Cora. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man.
The Cavender twins is out there.
Yo! Man, listen. You got too much. Too much that you can't. You could do a 2-night show if you really wanted to.
Hey, on some real. You really could.
Xia Li out here just picking fights with everybody. She's just trying to get on TV.
Io, Kaidi, Asuka, all them still there.
This will be the one night of the year I would have no qualms about putting Natty on the card somewhere, somewhere prominent.
Yeah,
I won't
man.
even care.
You could feature all your women and not necessarily have to do a battle royal.
Yeah,
like, that's how deep this is.
Seriously.
I know y'all like doing them battle royals just to do the battle royals. But
this is why, and I hear more and more they're talking about, this title in here. They should at this point, especially if we get to Evolution 2, you got all the groundwork you need to start putting in a mid-card women's title, because then it's like now it's deep enough that you can start making a women's pay-per-view a regular thing. But we got to get to.
We can bring back the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of women from the Mae Young Classic that was in War Games.
A lot.
Or just on the card in general.
And on the roster.
Bianca, Rhea, Kyrie. Kyrie was the winner of the first one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So Camille's going to fit in perfectly here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Man.
to sum up, to make a long story long, Camille, WWE, it just makes more sense. She can go to Impact too. I wouldn't be mad at it. You know,
would be cool.
I'm sorry, TNA. It will be TNA by the time she shows up.
Yep.
So they can, if her contract expires right at the end of the year, she can be in TNA, work they show, and then work the Rumble if she wanted to.
Yeah. Hell,
everybody got choices. E40. Turn up, man. That's all we got for the rumors.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to the Royal Address of Rumors. But what we watched this past week outside of Survivor Series last night, I told y'all I watched the marathon of Survivor Series. I'm going to name off all the years I watched. 98, 99, 2000, 2002, first Elimination Chamber. 2003, that was Buried Alive. Undertaker dies. 05, 09, 12, 13, 14, and 16. I watched 11 Survivor Series. I didn't watch the full shows. I definitely skipped around a bit. But 98, 99, and 2000, that man, Vince McMahon, hold somebody. No, I'm sorry, 97, 98, 99. Vince McMahon hold somebody in the main event 3 years in a row. There was Brett, there was Mankind, and then in 99, I just watched it. I don't forgot that fast. Triple H. Triple H.
Okay. That's facts.
2000, this is, you remember 99, Rikishi did it for The Rock.
Yeah.
Ran Stone Cold ass over. So Stone Cold came back like a couple months before Survivor Series. You know, he got his beef. He had to get his leg back on Rikishi.
Right.
And then he said, all right, I got my leg back on the nigga that did it. Now I got to go to the mastermind. So now he getting his leg. And they didn't actually reveal it as Triple H being the mastermind for a bit. So like Triple H revealed it. No, Triple H was acting like he was on Austin's side and then like turned on him. And that's how he revealed that he was the mastermind the entire time, just like everybody thought a year ago. So him and Austin was in like a no holds barred match. This match does not get a definitive ending because Triple H, he gets the Radicals. That's Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, and some other nigga. He get all them together. And Mick Foley is the commissioner at this time. So Mick Foley's like, they're banned from ringside. They can't interfere in this match. Okay, whatever. That's cool. They can't interfere, whatever.
Right.
Loophole. Triple H took the match to them niggas. And he go and try to drive away. Stone Cold, like, hell no, fam. Stone Cold in a forklift.
No.
Shout out to homie from the Black Announce table. He said Stone Cold knew how to operate a Zamboni, a forklift. He said Stone Cold was OSHA certified.
Right.
So this man take the forklift, lift up the car with Triple H in it, and flip it over while he inside. And this how funny wrestling is, bro. This nigga basically committed attempted murder.
Yep.
On live pay-per-view. Walked away. No security, no police trying to run over there and stop him or get him with enough time. This shit was airing live on pay-per-view on television. Nice. and niggas ran over. This nigga came back to work the next day and worked the match. Like that's how funny wrestling is, bro.
It couldn't have been like it's crazy as that angle where they played where he actually had a snake at the crib or something like that, or it was backstage, and said it locked him in the room with it, and he got on an interview like a week later, and he had the makeup on his face to make it look like he got bit and his face blew up. Like, oh man,
Stone Cold is a wild nigga. He should probably be in jail.
Probably.
No, on some real shit. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the wrestler,
he was tripping.
He need to be in jail. Insubordinate.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Was tripping.
They committed a bunch of vehicle crimes. Nigga drove the beer truck out. Drove the Zamboni.
You talk about a habitual line stepper.
Man.
we was just fans of it, so
right. Everybody could relate to it because niggas wanted to beat up their boss bad.
Damn right.
So ain't nobody say nothing. But looking back on it, like, damn, imagine if you was the boss. And this nigga just wilding out on you.
Yeah, man.
It's for no reason. It was for no reason at first. Like, you remember the first time Vince took a stunner?
Yeah, because he was
basically just telling that nigga to chill out.
Yeah, because this was when he was coming. He had the injury.
Yeah,
and he was trying to tell him like, listen, you gotta work. You know, you gotta work within the system. You know, what I'm saying, just have you come back out here and risk liability stuff like that. And he got mad and he just stunned him like
insubordination off the bat.
Damn,
he was the good guy.
Right.
That's the funny thing about wrestling. I got another take on that later on too. But let's move forward. 2003, I watched that one. I watched 2005. You remember Randy Orton, 05, Stone Cold. Not Stone Cold. What? Randy Orton.
Undertaker,
yeah. I'm still talking about Stone Cold. You remember Stone Cold was in 03. He was at 03, and he had to leave his post as a GM because his team lost.
Right.
And nigga started crying. I watched 2009 as well. 09. I watched a little bit of 06 too. Forgot about them. 09. 2012. That was when the Shield debuted. Beat the shit out of Ryback ass. Ryback is a liar too.
Hey.
Hold on, let's talk about that in a second. I just want to preface Ryback is a liar.
That nigga's supposed to be retired right now.
Yeah.
Because
Ryback blocked us on Twitter too.
Fuck him. Bye.
Yeah.
He made it quite clear that if a certain something happened last night, he was going to retire. So this is just a reminder, sir. Not like you was wrestling anyway, but why don't you go ahead and make it official? Do a video or a post or something like that, because I know you're not typically a man of your word as it is, but
true, you're not.
You posted it on Twitter, so now millions of people got a right to hold you accountable. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Big talk. Rounding this out, 2013. That was not much really happened in 2013.
Nah. 2013 was that shit was bottom of the barrel. 2013.
Yeah. Like 13, 14, both ass.
Like the main event
in 14 was solid, but like 13, like Randy Orton.
13's main event was trash.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Big Show.
They was trying to make Big Show out to be like his own Daniel Bryan, basically.
Right.
Because that's when he was like on Daniel Bryan's side or whatever. And they was trying to give him the yes chant and everything else other stuff. Like, bro, like, nigga, do you know that I can see you?
Right.
Like, it was that energy because, like, bro, this is Big Show.
Really, the only memorable thing from 13 was Big Show lost to Randy Orton, and then John Cena came out and confronted Randy Orton at the end of the show, like, hey, yo, champion versus champion. Yeah. So they unified the belt like the month later. But 14, same thing. very, very boring show. The main event, Team John Cena versus Team Authority. I'm gonna try to remember who was on all the teams. It was John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, The Big Show, and I forgot who else. Versus Mark Henry, Seth Rollins, Brody Lee. So Eric Rowan was on John Cena's team too.
Yeah.
Luke Harper, Brody Lee, Seth, Rusev, Mark Henry, and I forget the other person. I don't feel like Googling it. It's not that important. Just know Sting return. We talked about that already. And then 2016, somebody told me how fire the men's match was, and I forgot, and that shit was fire as hell. The men's match was going crazy, and then of course Goldberg and Brock. So I finished up like 2 minutes before this year started. Shout out to that. What you watched this past week?
Ooh, I typically have to go back and watch it on a regular basis, but the 2020 Rumble, it's something special.
That shit hits.
Like, there's not a time you can watch it and it doesn't like give you the vibes,
man.
Because it's legit. It's split into 3 sections. Like, you could watch it at any point in time and be like, all right, cool, we got something to follow through on. The other thing was No Mercy 07, because that's a story-driven pay-per-view through and through. Like, for
that
them
was
to
one of them rare times I was actually buying a pay-per-view that wasn't like a big 4.
Yeah, for them to turn the real injury for John into 3 title matches on the night, like, that's some crazy shit. Like, this just goes to show you that when Vince really wanted to get in his bag, he was a genius. Because you had the thing with Randy getting awarded the belt, and Triple H was like, nah, fuck all that, fam. You gonna fight for that shit tonight?
That nigga came out there trolling.
Yeah, like, we don't give handouts out here, little nigga. So you want that, you gonna fight for it. So he beats him.
Vince was like, oh, you forgot you were scheduled for a match tonight already.
Exactly. You got Umaga on deck. So guess what?
The title.
Right. So guess what you gonna do now, motherfucker? Think you slick.
And that nigga came back after that Umaga, man. Umaga beat the shit out of Triple H.
Yo.
Even though Triple H won. Nigga, Vince showed back up. It was like,
oh, check this out, man.
Well, we promise these people a last man standing match to my pal. So
so
get your ass back out there.
So I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get yourself ready for this main event.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show. It was a good show.
That was a wild one, man. Yeah,
shout out to No Mercy. This week I watched also non-wrestling. I watched that Good Burger 2 came out. Good Burger, one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, shit. You seen one remake for streaming or a sequel for streaming? You seen them all. It follows the same formula. Just a bunch of references to the original with a bunch of celebrity cameos that don't make sense.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mark Cuban was here.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at that one, but it ain't making sense.
Rob Gronkowski was here.
Actually, I could see that. He probably like wanted to be in a Nickelodeon show or something like that. Hell yeah. So I could see that.
A bunch of other people was there. Some cameos from the first movie. The cast of all that, like Lori Beth Denberg and Josh Server were there.
Oh, bet. Yeah. See, that's the cameos I need.
Shout out to them. Some dude named Young Gravy. I've never heard of him before. Apparently he's a DJ or something. He was in there. They made a big deal out of it. I had no idea who he was. I'm old.
I'm about to say, like, we at that age where I started hearing these names and I'm like, who are these niggas?
Man.
Like, I swear I do.
Hey, dude, that for real, like it was some dudes in there. I was legit like,
who are these niggas?
Because I did not know. Shout out to Lil Rel. He was in there too. Evil. He was an evil motherfucker in that movie too. He was a bad guy.
Oh shit.
A lot of references to Mondo Burger in there. Ed owns Good Burger now.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Appropriately.
Yeah.
I also watched this movie with Tyrese on Paramount too. There's a movie with Tyrese and Mercedes Renata, aka Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks. It's one of the worst movies of the year, and that's saying a lot.
Damn.
It came out this year. I don't know when, but it's on. If you got a Paramount Plus subscription, go check that out. I remember we talked about it like
I was about to say, it was that one that had that dropped the trailer not that long ago?
Yeah, so we talked about it on here before when it was just like in production. It's terrible. It's like about like some hitman society. It's like a fake John Wick.
Yeah. I remember. I had that in the rumors the one day.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's ass. Damn.
Yeah, it's not even ass. It's what's lower than ass. Because that would be it. Mercedes tried to kill Jody Jones in the movie.
Oh, dog! What?
Yeah, Mercedes and Tyrese got into a fight. They had a fight scene in this movie. Because like Mercedes is the henchman of the bad guy, and then Tyrese is a part of the hitman society. Apparently, that's from what I gathered. I mentally checked out, but I finished the movie. I couldn't tell you what happened. I watched the whole thing.
That's crazy.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. But you know what's good though?
What's that?
What's good? Survivor Series. War Games. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it, man. Live from the All-State Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. They had my man's Booker T doing the pre-show outside.
Yeah.
In Illinois. The end of November.
That's a different type of disrespect. Had the
scarf. Man, he black, bro. You can't have black people outside working.
Exactly.
Especially a king. You got a king outside working.
Royalty.
So in solidarity with Booker T, I sat outside on my balcony in my apartment today to do this episode. So I don't know what other background noises y'all might have heard. But yeah, I'm outside. From one young king to another.
Facts.
Solidarity. We gotta stick together. Let's talk about this, man. Because on the pre-show, they announced that for the Women's War Games, Team Bianca won the advantage. That's kind of what happens if you have a team with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch on it, and you allow fans to vote. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I don't see why they couldn't have them do the same thing the men did and just have a match. Like it was real.
Nick Aldis do shit differently. That's my whole take on it.
I guess so. Like
I ain't mad at it. Just the fact they got two different GMs. Somebody want to do something different. I get it. Nick Aldis kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis probably did like 3 things since he got the job.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So he'd be like, "Y'all got it."
I mean, good. He got a little deeper roster, so I guess I can get it. Yeah, see it.
You say let things play out the way they just naturally gonna play out.
Like he got Roman. Much. He got Roman on his roster. Like he don't have a lot of work to do.
He got the bloodline. He got damage control.
Yeah.
And he Gucci. He got Kevin Owens. He got Logan Paul.
Yeah, man.
He chilling. He got 2 hours compared to 3.
Yeah, it's like
light load.
He's like, look, the show runs itself. What am I doing here?
Women's War Games, man. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all what my grade was off top. A+++++++. That was my match of the night. Like off rip. Like that was going crazy. Off the bat, Charlotte and Becky officially made up. So that was good to see them hug it out, and they cool. They said they in the dating stage right now.
Right.
So they gotta ease back into it. I feel it. Io Sky will always pop me with that trash can spot. That never gets old. I think it's like the 3rd time she's done that in this match.
That's her signature in this, which is fine because
now if she don't do it next year, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
you got to do it from now on.
That's her whole MO. Y'all forgot she was called the Genius of the Sky.
Facts, big facts. Asuka, let's talk about Asuka. She came off the bench like Robert Ory in 2002. Bro, she was the last one to enter the match. As soon as she came in, shit just took off to another level. Like, I know the match officially started when she got in there, but like, no, the match officially started when she got in there.
Got the working boots on.
Facts. Bailey was the only one left standing for her team at the end, and the feds did a sweep. You know that feel it in the air, Beanie Siegel? Same energy. I needed to see how the men responded after this, because like I said, this was my match of the night, and the men didn't respond in the way I was expecting. But I mean, they responded, but they didn't respond like exceeding what the women did first match of the night. It was still fire though. But like, what grade you giving this match?
I go A for this. For the same reasons. Like, you gotta when you get the trope matches, you gotta look for what's new, what's fresh. And, you know, the women always find a way to add some nuance to it. Like, I love the whole, I think Kyrie had chained up Bianca and them together and shit. Those double drop kicks that Bianca was taking, like, some craziness, man. We didn't get no swerves like I was hoping for, but that's fine. That's fine. They were still cooking. But, yeah, man, like, I got what I expected out of it, so it's like, you know, we just working our way towards that eventual kick Bailey out the cafeteria table, because she can't sit with us no more.
Facts. I got something to say about that when we talk about the men's too. But yeah, shout out to that. You said what was your grade again? A. Shout out to the women. After this, we go immediately backstage, because what's a PLE in the WWE without sponsors?
Man,
they don't exist no more. This is the norm. So we got a sponsored segment backstage. We got Alpha Academy with Piper Niven and Chelsea Green eating some chips from Ruffles. I love me some Ruffles too. So you know what? Shout out to Ruffles, goddamn it.
I ain't mad
I got a couple bags of the LeBron Ruffles in my kitchen right now. Them joints hit. LeBron and Jason Tatum, both of them hit.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what happened to the Anthony Davis joints. They stopped selling them.
It seems to be on brand.
Yeah. They got Asia Wilson ones though. Shout out to the Aces. And shout out to Ruffles. Pretty Deadly. They walk in. And
yes,
like,
boy.
Hey, what y'all doing? Yeah, yes, boy. They walk in. And they start arguing over what chips are called with Otis. And they are called chips, by the way.
In here.
But during the argument, my dude Kit Wilson just spills Otis's bag of chips on the side of the couch. Otis was sitting on it. Otis is sad. And so Kit Wilson, you know, he's British, you know, so he's a gentleman. He goes to clean up his mess. In the midst of cleaning up his mess, guess who's possessed? My man run into R-Truth. R-Truth is back.
Another return.
Yeah, welcome back, R-Truth, the first ever Young Kings wrestling night on the throne.
Let's go.
I had a joke written on my notes, and Triple H totally stole my joke at the press conference, so I had to delete it.
Yeah.
But welcome back.
I was listening to like, damn, that would have been some good material. But okay,
man, listen. Right. After this, we get a promo backstage with Sammy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn's like, damn, Randy Orton ain't shown up yet. Last time we talked about this, Randy Orton was not on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got put on the team after this. Right. But Jay Uso was blaming himself for Randy Orton not showing up, because, you know, last time we saw Randy Orton, he was getting his ass cooked by the bloodline, and a bunch of little kids was in the arena just crying. We ain't seen Randy since. Woo. Sami Zayn's like, yo, we're going to be all right. Next match, my guy, Big Gunther versus Mike the Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time versus the guy with the second most title reigns. And Michael Cole had this little tidbit. The Miz, all his championships combined, just about 2 months more than Gunther's one reign. Crazy. My grade for this, A-. The Miz reached into one of his mini Louis bags and got active.
Got busy.
Got active like crazy. My nigga Gunther, he felt like Pinky at the end of this match. That nigga had me scared. I held my own.
Yo, listen. Oh, man. And
put some respect on my boy name, dog. He the gatekeeper for a reason. Put some respect on his name.
That's a fact.
Out of this. I'm telling y'all for years now.
I'm telling you, he said it in the press conference. He's like, listen, I've been out here talking about how Miz don't deserve to be in the ring. He made a fool out of me. He said, I was not familiar with your game, sir. But no, I went B+. The way it was going, I would have gave it an A if he won. Cause like he went into the bag to get the low blow out, distract the ref. You know what I'm saying? Took the turnbuckle off. I'm like, yo, you can do it that way, and Gunther don't take no heat off him because, like, you know, dude had to cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, tell me that dude didn't get busy. You know what I'm saying? We just talked about putting the working boots on. And I said it. Listen, I said it when this started, when this whole thing kicked off. Like, you give Miz a foil to work, damn it, he gonna work. And that's what we saw last night. He didn't even look like he got beat bad. He just like, listen, yeah, he just got caught slipping at the wrong time. That's all it was.
Thanks. Hey, Corey Graves said something at the top of the show, not the top of the show, but the top of the match. He was like, Gunther made a mistake because he told the Miz can't do something. And I was like, you know what that means.
Damn right.
So shout out to the Miz, man. Shit, at this point, I wouldn't be mad if the Miz eventually beat Gunther. Like,
no,
run it back. Shit.
I'm here for it.
Run it back. We need, usually they have like a big title change right around Christmas or something. Hey, can do that. Next up, we get a video package for the WWE Experience coming to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in January 2024. These niggas is getting a physical Hall of Fame before we do.
Crazy.
That's my take. That's what I took from that.
I'm sitting up here. I'm watching.
They show motherfuckers doing construction and everything. They making a physical Hall of Fame in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I was watching like the first 10 seconds of it. I'm thinking it's like another PLE. I'm like, I don't see that on the schedule. What y'all doing?
Y'all crazy. How come we can't get one? Come on, son. After this, we go backstage again. The Judgment Day back there talking strategy. JD McDome doing his best Katie Taylor cosplay with the braids. She look just like her. No, and they both Irish too.
Listen, somebody tweeted that he got the Shamar Moore braids from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I cannot unsee that shit. I promise you. Cause I looked at it and I'm like, damn, who twisted them shits up on your head? And then I seen the picture and I'm like, oh, damn, you ain't living that down, bro.
Yeah, between that was funnier than my joke.
Between that and the big head jokes, listen, we got material to roast this nigga until 2025.
All right, his head look bigger with the braids too, though. That's the funny part.
Right. Block out the sun with that shit.
Yeah. I don't even know who Katie Taylor is, bro.
Me either.
I heard the name. Taylor is? She a boxer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I heard the name. Yeah. I heard the name like all over Twitter. I'm like, who the hell is this?
That's because they both Irish, so I thought like he was maybe doing a tribute for real. But then like nobody know who Katie Taylor is. She not that famous.
Nah. That's okay.
I know who my favorite women's boxer is though.
Yeah.
Quote.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Next match: Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. Supposed to be Carlito. Him and Carlito and Santos got into it on Friday night. So Carlito
got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Absolutely. I do want to point out though, Santos Escobar admitted to what I've been telling y'all since March. Just say Negro Dominus. But this match though, Santos gets the win over Dragon Lee. I gave it a B-. Nothing really special. Dragon Lee just try to put on for his boy Rey Mysterio. That's all. They say, yo, we respect Rey Mysterio around here. Santos admitted he was jealous. admitted he was plotting. Said Rey Mysterio took his shine. Like, bro, it's a legend. You mean to tell me that you hooked up with a legend and you mad the legend took your shine away?
Like, come on, bro.
Come on, dude. Yeah, Santos got the win though. What grade you giving this?
I gave it A. This was actually my match tonight. I expected the women to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it weren't for this match, I would give it to the women. But I expected them to show up and show out as they usually. This match got flipped around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think, him and Carlito would be like up there, but then I saw Dragon Lee got in the mix. I'm like, oh, this is gonna cook. Like, I'm of the mindset, you know what I'm saying, when Santos is getting his one-on-ones and stuff like that, I typically like to grade him on a high scale anyway. But him and Dragon Lee was just like, they was just chefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dragon Lee been on just doing his own thing on SmackDown, putting on clinics, and them two, like, that's gonna kill for a minute. Like, if the US title wasn't already on Logan, this would be your mid-card feud into next year. And I wouldn't be mad at all.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Good match. I'm about to run it back. My grade might go up a little higher. Yeah. There's a couple matches I did run back. This was not one of them, so I'm gonna check this one out again. Next up, we get a Slim Jim promo. LA Knight crashed a wedding anniversary, a 69th wedding anniversary to be exact. Slim Jim nasty as hell with this. It's like innuendos and Slim Jim's like marketing.
Right. Yeah,
all of a sudden,
man.
They call Slim Jim's long boys with 69 all over the place.
Nah, bro.
Y'all wild. New Day brought LA Knight Slim Jim card though to come to the show and do nothing. So that was fun.
Good with it.
If you didn't know, next match is sponsored by Slim Jim. Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark for the Women's World Championship. And I look forward to Rhea Ripley's look every PLE.
Right.
Never disappoints. I initially gave this a C+, and I bumped it up to a B on my second watch through.
Mm-hmm.
But, I thought Zoe could do it for Vegas, and that wasn't the case. She brought some offense, though, man. She got her bag, too.
Yeah.
She pulled out a bag of tricks. It was a bag of tricks I've seen her work on, like, out here, though, so wasn't a surprise to see. Shout out to Zoe Stark, man. And Rhea Ripley got the dub, as we all expected. Even me, I expected that, even though I picked Zoe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley and them chaps.
It feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all to him.
Hey, run this one back before Christmas, too.
Yes.
Put them on Monday Night Raw. Let them get more than 10 minutes.
That was my thing, too. Like, I feel like they just got to get that chemistry down a little better. There was a couple spots that looked a little clunky. So that's why I was at. Because I had it at a B. But, like, if they get back in the lab a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You get them some more time, like you said, I think this will probably turn up a little bit more. We don't got no PLEs till January. So there's plenty of time to, like, put on
main roster.
Yeah, you got some title matches that you can put on and stuff like that. Some big Monday Night Raw, some big SmackDowns. Like, you could have one of those. I know what we should do after this is Shayna, but before we get there, yeah, right. Before we get there, though,
that's for the Rumble.
I'm here for it. Do that.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's going crazy.
Hell yeah, yeah.
I'm with it. Yeah. What grade you said?
B.
Yeah, B for me as well. And let's get talking about our main event. The men's
War Games.
Yes, sir. We get backstage though. And yeah, what's they call? I'm calling them Team Nightmare. That's what I'm gonna call them. Team Nightmare is worried that Randy Orton won't show up because he ain't here yet.
In panic.
And how many royal families does wrestling have, Reed?
Ooh. Rise Man once said that wrestling has more than one royal family.
Yes, sir. And a representative from one of those royal families, Cody Rhodes, channeled his inner Aaron Rodgers and said, RELAX. He gonna be here. We good. We Gucci. We get to the match, man. Seth Rollins starts it off with Finn Balor. Not before he posed with West Side Gun ringside before the match. West Side Gun gonna be everywhere, man.
I'm telling you, man.
West Side Gun is who I would be if I had money. I'll just be at every wrestling show.
I'm telling you, like
over America.
Even if you don't put the camera on him, you spot him every time he's there because he's always in some of the same location.
And he in the same spot, like the same exact ringside spot. Every show he at, no matter where it's at a NBA arena or the Performance Center, he's there every single time. Shout out to him, man. Drew McIntyre. Let's talk about Drew, man, because Drew McIntyre told y'all on Monday. I don't give a fuck about the Judgment Day.
No partnerships.
They gave me an opportunity to get my lick back on Jey Uso in a cage. I don't give a fuck about this team. I care about Jey Uso. As soon as he said that, I knew they was losing.
He's not focused.
Yeah, you ain't focused on the at hand, the task at hand.
Facts.
Cody Rhodes appropriately brought out a bull rope. Come on now. So Rhodes in the War Games. You thought a bull rope wasn't about to show up?
Facts.
Come on, man. My boy Dom. Dirty Dom. He got flashbacks to his time in prison. He was locked up in a cage. He got jumped.
Hey, you talk about jokes that should have been on here. Mike stole my shit. And that man spent more time in that cage for War Games than he ever did in the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he did take another joke. Niggas was stealing our jokes yesterday.
Pissed me off.
We had a chance to even say anything, bro.
Crazy. That's
wild to be. Y'all tripping. Y'all need to stop stealing our jokes. Y'all not only are y'all tapped in on the show, y'all tapped into my mind. I don't like that.
It's facts.
y'all wild.
They don't got no business.
Yeah. So as we know, Monday, Team Judgment Day, they got the War Games advantage. So when it came time for the last member of Team Nightmare to show up, Randy Orton's nowhere to be found. So Damian Priest is like, shit, Rhea, get out here, girl.
Yo,
Rhea Ripley ran out there with the briefcase. I called this possibly happening weeks ago too. On Raw, I was just like, yo, what if Damian Priest cash in mid-match before the match gets started?
I'm telling you, like, that to me, that's something that should happen. Like,
facts.
I've been saying, like, a lot of times, like, Money in the Bank, the concept, year over year, it'll start to wear a little bit, start to get a little stale. You got to do something to freshen it up. Now, we've seen, somebody cash in mid-match. Seth did that already. But doing something like this, you know what I'm saying? You in War Games, you in the middle of, like, y'all two teams getting ready to, go to war. In the middle of, you like, yo, let me take that nigga's title real quick. Let me throw some chaos into the mix. Like, I'm like, yo, that's the way it should happen. If it don't already, like,
big facts.
Go for that.
But Randy Orton, however, did show up looking real jacked, baby.
Oh, that boy drinking that HGH. He got some of that on deck. That boy cut.
Whole bunch of stuff. That man's look like he was 25 again, man.
Yo, I'll tell you. And then you see him say to the crowd after the match, he was like, yo, 10 more years. Hey, man,
he could do it.
I'm here for it. Do that.
He only, 40, 43?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, just turned 43 in April.
Do it, man.
Like, 10 years ain't nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
The fact he made it this long without a major injury until last year was crazy.
Right.
Like, not counting the shoulders, but like outside of the shoulders, which is that shit chronic. So that's real ones know. That shit just gonna happen.
Shout out to Bud.
Like, shout out to Bud. Hey, IBF did my nigga dirty though. But shout out to Bud. But Randy Orton came back. He said, I ain't standing in the cage with you niggas. Y'all good. I'll show up whenever. Came out there doing vintage Viper teams.
Yes, sir.
Power slams, some RKOs. Hit an RKO to Big Head JD off the top of the cage. Off the top of the cage.
Dog.
RKO off the top of the cage, dog.
Like, threw this nigga.
That's crazy.
Sky
Got his
high
ass
off
cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Absolutely. And Damian Priest, let's talk about Damian Priest. Because along with Bailey, he took the pin in his match. Mind you, Damian Priest and Bailey, the reason y'all in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they the ones that took the L's. So this week of television gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have some conversations.
Facts. I gave this one an A+++. What you giving this one?
A+. Like,
you like this one better than the women's? You gave the women's an A.
It's slightly. Just slightly.
Well,
like
okay.
the spots was different. You know what I'm saying? Like that RKO, they threw this motherfucker from the heavens. I'm like, okay, all right. You got me off that. And that spot the Judgment did where they had everyone in the four corners. Everybody did their move.
Yeah.
Like JD did the moonsault. Dom did the frog splash. Finn did his move. Like, that was fire. But yeah, man, like, we gonna have some conversations this week because Priest out here putting his foot in his mouth, talking about I'm the leader. Like, I run this shit.
And Rio's like, all right, fam.
You gonna go outside like this? It's not good. It's not good, man.
Rhea Ripley called all the shots, man. Rhea Ripley been calling shots since she got there. Rhea Ripley joined Judgment Day and kicked Edge ass out the next night. You think Rhea Ripley wouldn't hesitate to kick your ass out? She the real leader, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, she's making the moves without saying that she runs shit. It's the same thing that Sonya was doing when she was co-GM or whatever she was, backstage with Pierce. She was doing all the power moves, stuff like that. She wasn't saying it, but she was letting you know, like, yeah, you just the person out front on TV, on screen. I run this shit back here.
Right.
But yeah, man. I had a prediction going into the show, and I tweeted it. I said, never trust a snake, because I expected him to do something. I expected him to go in there and just turn on somebody real quick. Like, it ain't a war games without a swerve. So I expected that to happen. And honestly,
I've been calling for niggas to be Kurt Hennig for years now. And Dakota Kai is the only one that's been Kurt Hennig this entire time.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, like, if there was nothing else planned for the show, then I think it would have happened. But, you know, we had to, it's Chicago. We had to do something a little special.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about?
Woo, man.
What is he talking about?
That little logo in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, that little lower third logo that they do. I like to do that. I've been getting tricked for that shit for the past like 6-7 years now. Triple H.
They always do it, man. They always do it.
Who was the first person they did that with? Undisputed Era?
No, it was Johnny and Ciampa.
That was before that?
Yeah.
That was 2016. Okay. I couldn't remember which one was first. I knew it was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
But that lower third, Triple H has tricked me with that for the first time in a very long time because like I'm used to it. Mm-hmm. But you know why he tricked me? Because it wasn't the copyright, all rights reserved, like end of the show logo. It was the lower third, basically telling you about the press conference. So like I wasn't really expecting it at that point. So they switched it up on the brother.
Mm-hmm.
And who showed up? CM Punk fucking showed up, my nigga. I had zero expectations of him showing up. I said this before. I thought he was the devil in AEW.
I said it, man.
Now who they about to have as the devil, I want to know. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about CM Punk showing up.
Yeah. Listen,
go ahead, my bad.
I told y'all, man. This is their MO. If you hear anyone from the company or reports that say, oh, this ain't gonna happen and we're not interested and blah blah blah, expect it to happen. And they even said it with Cody oh well, we're not talking to Cody Rhodes and whatever, just because he's a free agent, and then he pops up at Mania. This is what they do, man. They when they want to keep shit quiet, they will deny to their dying breath just to get the pop. And why not? Because you in Chicago, you in the Allstate Arena. How can you deny Chicago that pop? Because it's as far as the country goes, there's no bigger pop than when you go to Chicago for somebody that they love. Like, that's as easy as you can get right there.
Big facts. So CM Punk came back, man, and it's been 3,591 days since CM Punk last appeared on TV. Real quick, Reek, are you just calling him C Punk today?
No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Listen.
You gonna say the letter M today?
Yeah. I'm all right. Listen, I want my coach to be fired. That's all it comes down to. Like, I don't have the energy to be petty today, this weekend, because we didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm more mad.
I'll tell you, ain't show up either, bro.
Yeah, I'm more mad internally than I am externally at this point. Like, Michigan ain't doing nothing in January, so I'm not tripping.
Shit, they might. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, though, CM Punk, my man, he just happy to be in front of 5,000 people on a regular basis, like more than 5,000 people on a regular basis again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. All right, well, let me get on my shit, man. Dave Meltzer and Sean Ross Cap can lie about how nobody knew that CM Punk was coming back. All they want. Nobody knew at all, except Triple H and Nick Khan and the people who needed to have CM Punk's music cleared ahead of time, and the production team who needed to make sure his music and Tron graphics were queued up at the time he came out, and the people who designed a new t-shirt that went on sale 2 minutes after he showed up, and the people who have been making low-key references to him for the last 2 months. Everybody knew, except you niggas. Just because y'all didn't know don't mean nobody knew at all. You see this motherfucker right before CM Punk came out, somebody texted him right before CM Punk came out to tell him he was there, and he just scrambling to try to spoil the show for everybody before it happened. You saw that shit live. I saw it live happen. I saw it happening live.
Listen, I live to cook this nigga. I live to cook all of them niggas. So I appreciate you for that, my brother. I appreciate you.
Facts.
Listen, man. To say that nobody knew is insanity. Like, at this day and age, 2023, like, even if you felt like it was impossible 2 years ago, like, we're in a different era. We're in a different time. And Triple H said it best. I'm a different person. He's a different person. It's a different company. We're not talking about the same place that he left 10 years ago. But more to the point, I'm going to use an analogy that some of y'all might be familiar with. And this might be no, this ain't it. I'm gonna save that. Hold on.
All right.
You ever been like, you wanted to do something, you wanted to go somewhere, you wanted to hang out with some people, and your parents told you not to do that shit because it's not gonna end well. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad, real fast.
Yeah, all the time.
But you think it's cool, like, you know what? Like, I'm feeling it over, and I want to go do it. And then you go do it, and then you find out exactly why they told you to stay away.
Yeah.
That's what Punk did, man. Punk was away from wrestling. He was chilling. Tried some MMA, couldn't, got cooked all over the place in that. But then, he said, listen, if I'm going to come back to wrestling, I won't go back to where I was and I was miserable and disgruntled. Let me go over here to AEW where, it's not an meritocracy. It's not run by one person. It's not sports entertainment. It's all about the wrestling. I got creative freedom, all that type of stuff. So he goes over there just to find out that, these niggas run this place. Hey, all these goofies are the people making the rules around here.
You remember what I said after All Out last year?
Yep.
What I say? Sometimes the grass ain't always greener on the other side. It's just fake.
Tell you, man. Right. And like the thing is, I kind of got to revise the statement I made that we both made when he came back. Because it's like, well, we said, yeah, well, when Phil starts being Phil, we're going to see how it turns out. Things going to change.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that, yeah, he wasn't without fault. But more and more it became about what they was doing and how he was reacting to it.
Right.
Because it's like, listen, if you know how this dude is, why would you intentionally trigger him? But that's what it was. And he said it that night, all out. He's like, I'm working with fucking children. He's not working with children anymore.
Right.
And that's the fact. When you get away from structure, like this is the thing that I just hit on so much, and all your people that detract and try to say, oh, you just hating AEW and shit like that, they do not have structure. They don't. They never have. They never will. That is the difference. You know the common thing about the wrestlers that left. Actually, no. The common thing about when AEW kicked off and they were signing all these big name stuff that used to be in WWE. You know what the common thing about those people were? They weren't finished. They weren't accomplished to the point they wanted to be. They weren't truly fulfilled yet. It started with Cody. Cody went off to the Indies because like, hey, if it's not gonna happen in WWE, I'm gonna make it happen somewhere else. He said, I'm gonna make my own company, damn it. So it started there. Then you had all these different names: Rusev, Andrade, Aleister Black, Malachi Black, whoever, Ruby Riott, Cesaro, Tony Storm, like all these names that just jump shit because okay, something's gonna happen in AEW. Christian
going crazy right now. So I can't
but it's the thing, like some of these dudes have already gotten theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like Edge already did everything he needs to do. Christian, the Hardys, Mark Henry, Sting, all those guys, they did what they needed to do for their career. They got their rings, and if they don't have them yet, they're going to have them. They just want bigger checks and to have some fun somewhere. But no, the people I just mentioned before, they didn't get what they wanted to get out of WWE. They didn't get what they wanted to get out of their careers. So they go over here, again, thinking the grass is greener. But what they're really doing now is having their peaks and their immediate valleys.
Yeah.
So now they're seeing what the wrong side is, but they can't. They in them contracts. They got all that big money, so they got to ride this out. And what we really just seeing is,
cry on the bus, or you gonna cry in the Phantom.
Yeah. So what we really just seeing is that people that filter out of WWE, they go to AEW, they just make them better to come back later on.
Right.
Because realistically, if you go to AEW, you're a bigger name because we saw you over here, so you become a big deal. Anybody remember Sean Spears? I do. Pepper's Farm does. Right. Yeah. So you go over to AEW thinking, oh my God, this is going to be it for me. And they give you your 15 minutes, literally. But then that's it. You get regulated to backstage. They don't even have dark elevation anymore. And again, more to the point, Tony Khan. What do I always say? If Tony Khan was not running this company, we're having a different conversation. But he is running the company. And again, there's no structure there. If there is nothing else that WWE can tout, whatever negativity, criticism you want to throw in their direction, they have always had structure. And Punk went over there to the other side thinking, okay, listen, because it's not WWE, I'm going to get what I want out of this. And he gets the world titles, he gets the main programs and all this other stuff. But then the negative side of it just outweighed because now I'm fighting with these motherfuckers every time. I'm trying to be the elder statesman. I'm trying to be the common sense person because I know this stuff that you're trying to put on TV ain't smart and you want to fight me about it.
Right.
Of course, he gonna go back to where it's like, okay, these niggas thinking logically. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with children anymore. I can be adults. You know, like that's a simple conversation. That's easy to do. And I know Triple H said this was something that came together quickly and it didn't really materialize until like a day before or something like that. Listen, y'all knew you was gonna do it. Like Triple H know how to cap and make it sound good. Yeah, like y'all knew y'all was gonna make the phone call to him or y'all was gonna have this discussion. You just waited until the last minute so you could say that in the press conference. Like, let's be real now. Yeah. Come on, son.
Yeah, I had to go Google something. Sean Spears has wrestled 2 matches in AEW in the last two and since July.
Bruh.
He's been wrestling WSW. I don't know what that is, but he beat Matt Cardona for their heavyweight title back in October. And he's been wrestling all over there. Matt Cardona got it back about a week later. And so it looks like they did some TV tapings or something during that. But yeah. Damn. I'm doing some indie stuff most of the year. Most of the second half of the year. He hasn't really been in AEW doing much since like July.
Sean Spears' highlight in AEW was cracking Cody Rhodes over the head with a chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
back on CM Punk though, man, because my man's CM Punk. See, you called him my man CM Punk. You heard
that? He got the shirt on.
I do got the shirt on. He came out there and damn it, we showed some fan footage from in the arena. Oh man, Seth Rollins is hot.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh, I love this. This is my favorite part.
Yeah, it's 100% work. Like basically going back to what I said, how you tell me nobody knew, and the fact that even if nobody knew, these guys had to have some sort of idea of the possibility of it happening. Right. Like the wrestlers, like the production team, obviously they knew, because you mean to tell me they was just like, oh shit, we gotta find the CM Punk files right now. He's walking through gorillas.
Do you know how hard it is to put that shit together?
Yeah,
like those Titantrons and all, like having that on deck and get ready, like everything, putting that all together. You don't do that in 24 hours, just on short notice, like out the blue, so that nobody knows about it at all. Like somebody told you.
I mean, they do, but like, we just saw it with The Rock. Like nobody knew The Rock was showing up that night till he got there.
Well, yeah, but it's like you have enough of a heads up that like people are talking about this.
They had a few hours to get The Rock shit ready. They probably found The Rock was on when he was on his way there. Like, oh, The Rock's coming. Oh shit, let's get his shit queued up.
Yeah, but it's like there's only so much internally. There's only so quiet you can keep that.
Yeah,
you're in Chicago, like
right.
That alone, the crowd was chanting it. I mean, typically they do when they show up. They typically do that, but. Like, you can't tell me they're clueless to it. Now, this is the part that I like to educate people on, right? Because I got a lot of people, they sit up there and they fall for it. They buying into it, right? And I'll give them credit. Seth knows how to work like nobody else.
Rex.
Because they got me for like 2 seconds because I saw Cole holding him back. Like, Corey went and grabbed the belt for him when he dropped it. And Cole was holding him back. All the real security showing up. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. But listen, I tweeted this like an hour ago. Y'all wanted long-term stories. Y'all cried and complained that WWE doesn't do long-term stories anymore. You have one right here.
Yep.
Number one, Seth is a consummate professional. I don't give a damn what he said about who. When the show don't stop until the fans leave. Just because we off air don't mean the show stopped. Like, he is not going to get outside of his character at work just because he doesn't like somebody who had beef. Like, at worst, he's annoyed by it, but he's not going to let it affect work. But the timeline between these two is 10 years running.
In a bootlicker like 4 years ago.
Yep.
When he was calling Will Ospreay broke and shit.
Yep.
You mean it's all of a sudden he not a bootlicker just because somebody he don't like showed up to work?
Exactly. And the money they gonna make off of this, like, come on, use your common sense, bro. This story is running 10 years to as far back as to when Rollins was the first NXT champion, and CM Punk made his little trip down to NXT, and they flashed the camera on the two of them. Back in 2019, before he came back, right? And back in 2019, he made that tweet when Punk showed up on backstage and was talking about him. He said, "Fight me." So it's
tagged them all that.
So it's like, bro, you telling me that You telling me Seth don't know people got phone cameras in there all around the place? He's doing that on purpose. No, so, y'all think because he started saying "fuck you" and throwing the middle fingers and acting really mad. Like, you think that means that it's real, bro? But again, kudos to Seth. He is solid as a rock. He know what he doing. He knows how to get y'all. Don't work yourself into a shoot, brother. It's the only time I'm ever gonna quote that. But don't do it.
Facts.
He knows what he's doing. That's a program. That's a Mania program.
Big facts. So let's talk about more about like that, because we talked about Drew a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That they was lying on Drew too, because they was trying to imply that he was mad that Punk showed up too.
They don't even got history. Like,
right?
There's nothing between the two of them. So like, come on now. Drew was gone while Punk was there. Like,
right. But anyway, what's next for CM Punk, man? We talked about him and Seth. That is a main event for Mania already. They already got that. That should be official. That will be both of them's official first ever main event at Mania. It writes itself. I've seen some folks worried about Seth having to lose to another quote unquote outsider from AEW. But the way I look at it, man, Brock Lesnar. Look at Brock Lesnar. He did business after returning from a nasty breakup. Like, he took that L.
Yeah. Wasn't happy about it, but he did it.
Yeah, you're right. Even Warrior did the job after he returned. So
yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So I think, like, tell CM Punk, look, fam, like, look up at them lights. You can get your lick back. But Mania, take it or leave it. Yeah, that just not hit you.
No, the thing is, like, I knew it, but it's like it didn't sink in until I started thinking, like, damn. That's crazy.
That's not hit you.
That's crazy as shit. Oh man.
Hey, but yeah,
that's a motherfucker for that.
Hey, listen. But anyway, that's business right there. You gotta learn how to do business. You gotta know how to do business. And then this point, like, look, you, CM Punk, you've been wanting to come back to us for about 5 years now. You better look up at them lights, nigga.
Hey, listen. Anybody that's agitated by Punk coming back, and this is the shit for YouTube, so y'all pay attention to this one. Anybody that's concerned by Punk being back here, you're not even considering the worst case scenario, the nightmare scenario, if you will. Check this out.
Was that a pun?
It might have been. It might have been. Think about this for a second. Punk's biggest gripe was what? Never closing out the show, never being the main event of WrestleMania. I understand. We've been talking about Cody finishing the story for the longest time. Mania 40, it's got to happen. Philadelphia, birthplace of America, all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to throw this out there.
His daughter named Liberty.
Right. I just want to throw this out there for those people who may not have ever considered this. Punk never main evented a WrestleMania. That was his biggest gripe.
Mm-hmm.
One thing, we're coming up on 11 years since he left the company. January, 10. It'll be 11 years.
10.
Oh, 10. That's right. It'll be 10 years since he left the company to that day. Right after the Rumble. He's never won a Rumble before. And it's interesting stat that we all know, we might have forgotten. The longest reigning champion before Roman Reigns, do you know who it was?
CM Punk.
434 days.
Mm-hmm.
So
CM Punk lost to one of Roman's family.
So if y'all think that him being back is bad, just consider if they decide that
they can't.
Hey,
they can't.
Hey, if they considered it that, listen, you wanted the main event, you didn't say nothing about winning. If they want, because the only reason I bring this up is because when we got to Mania last year and we thought it was going to be the end because Cody was in the main event, And the rumor started going around that Roman won't lose until September of 2024. That was like, to me, it was ridiculous. But that's beating everybody. That's beating Terry. That's beating Bruno. That's beating he would be number one all time. And Cody's not going anywhere. He's there for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to God I am not speaking nothing into existence. I'm hoping I'm not. I'm dead serious. But we didn't expect to see Punk back in 2023 until a couple months ago. The thing is, if my scenario comes to pass, if they say, listen, we could put you in the main event, you can go up there with Roman. You're still going to lose, but we can make you do it. We can give you the Royal Rumble win. We can put you in the main event. We can hype it up. Longest reigning champion in the modern day versus the current longest reigning and still defending champion. We can hype that all the way up. And the crowd will show up for it. And it'll be money. And they can hit as low below the belt as they want to with each other. They can make that case. Paul Heyman's in the mix. I'm just saying, man, don't be surprised if something like that happens. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want to just go ahead on and finish the story, but.
So you think it's a possibility Roman's still champion by September 2024?
I hope not, but I'm telling you, like, do not be surprised if they put that in motion, depending on how his starts out.
I've been saying since Cody came back. You remember Cody's first promo when he came back? And he talked about Dusty winning the WWE title, but it wasn't official.
Yep.
That happened in September. I'll just say they like to do, anniversary references and shit. And I thought he would have won it. I thought he would have beat Roman like September last year.
Yeah.
That would have been a good time to end it, but he got hurt. So,
yeah.
Same.
Which it might have been the plan, but it was out. All I'm saying is, if that happens, y'all had damn well better cut the check. Because I wasn't doing that to give out free game.
No.
I was just kicking some shit around that I thought of because, again, that rumor came out about September 2024, and, you know what I'm saying, Mania 30 passed, and then SummerSlam passed with Jay, getting ready to go to Mania 40. Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying the unforeseen started coming up, and Punk is here now, and sometimes they can't resist.
So you might have to call that Omaha.
Ugh. They might. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but what I want to see from Punk, like, immediately, he's already been announced for Monday Night Raw, him and Orton. So that should be fun. You gotta have it. You gotta have him come out first thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't drag that shit out. Don't do no Cody counter, none of that. No,
they're gonna open the show
out the very first. Don't even have an intro. Don't even do the then now forever together. Just show. Soon as SVU go off, have this motherfucker come out, or Chicago PD, whatever one they show. They alternate. I don't know. First thing, but Friday, gotta have my man's on the Grayson Waller effect. I need that.
Ooh,
I need that.
I'm here for that.
I need that. We would talk about, like, with Cody. I think Cody's safe personally. Me personally, I think Cody's safe, but I think a guy like LA Knight, he might. I don't want to play with you anymore. Type flow.
It's a damn shame, man. But honestly, listen, the two of them together,
yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, I don't have a
singular, a good feud.
Yeah, I don't have a singular thing that could be next for Punk because this is so much now.
We got Finn Balor out there. We got Ricochet. Y'all been trying to push Ricochet as a thing. I know he in the protocol right now, but you've been trying to push him as a thing. Gunther, ooh.
Logan,
Sammy, Kevin.
I'm about to say Kevin. You know he won't smoke.
Hell yeah. The Miz in Saudi Arabia is only appropriate. Y'all remember that?
Oh my God. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'll never forget that tweet.
Him and the Miz got to do it at some point in time. They got to run that.
They got to. So yeah, he got mad options. I don't know how long. I don't know the details or nothing. I don't know if he's full time or if he's special attraction.
Yeah, there's no
damn
details in yet.
We got mad options.
Hey, him and Brock.
Ooh, y'all can run that back because that was fire.
I'm about to say 2014, they was cooking heavy.
Hey, what did Brock say? CM Punk thinks just because he has a bunch of tattoos, it takes a bunch of beginners MMA classes at his local gym.
Yeah.
That he's a tough guy, but he's not.
Yo. Tell the truth, man.
Hey, somebody said CM Punk came back to WWE before GTA 6 came out.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
I got one last tidbit on CM Punk, though.
What's up?
I'm packing the air, this gas or what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Damn.
Who do you think I'll give a Peasant of the Week to, bro?
Oh, shit. I don't even know who.
I hate to do this, fam. Wreak Havoc.
What? Yo.
And Jaylan on the beat. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Man, come on.
I gotta give y'all this. Listen, I was gonna stall y'all out because I understand y'all on the East Coast is late. But listen, when it comes to being old, we gotta learn how to pick our spots better. It was a wrong spot to pick being old.
Oh, dog.
My man's Wreak Havoc over here and Jaylan on the beat. He the producer that made our intro. Y'all didn't know. He's been on here a few times.
Facts.
Both my brothers fell asleep in the middle of Survivor Series and missed the returns of Randy Orton and CM Punk.
Oh, dog.
Jaylan hopped in the group chat like 10 minutes later, like, damn, I missed everything.
Oh, man.
I'll take it easy on y'all. Y'all still getting peasant.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna do too much on y'all. I get it. Y'all old.
That's terrible.
You gotta pick your spots better, man. Y'all had all day to take a nap.
I get enough old jokes from everybody else. That's a damn shame. Hey,
y'all had all day to take a nap. Y'all had energy drinks, 5 hours, some coffee, something.
Listen, thank God for the replays, man. I only had to dodge social for a couple hours today.
Facts. Hey, I'm gonna keep it easy on y'all.
Damn.
This your third time getting
I'm saying, nigga got peasant for being old. That's some shit.
Hey, you almost hitting the quota I gave them niggas earlier this year.
Yo, I'm about to say, like, I thought it was fine. God damn.
That's tough.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Survivor Series and CM Punk, though. It was a good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Next main roster PLE 2 months from now. My favorite, the Royal Rumble. So it's gonna be a good time, man. Hey, plug your socials. We're gonna get up out of here.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me at ReCapper24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports and entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, X Anchor, YouTube. The most entertaining version is up. Got some more recent heat out there. You know what I'm saying? I promised y'all I was coming back. I came back. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get around to getting some new heat up there. You know what I'm saying? But check that out.
In fact, we gotta talk about the tournament.
We do.
Tournament got some good hoops, man. Hey, LeBron and them with the Lakers undefeated when it's a tournament game. every game of the season need to be a tournament game the way the Lakers play.
I'm telling you, man. It's like something about that in season tournament shit. Like when they went to the bubble, they started cooking. Like,
man. Hey, they told LeBron, they said, hey, Bron, you get $50,000 and a free trip to Vegas in the middle of the season. This nigga turn up every tournament game.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
say you ain't got to tell me twice. Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Right.
Hey, man, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, a.k.a. TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Keys to the Sadies. Please say the baby. even in the AM. You already know. You can follow me on Instagram, tc.fontaine. Follow my photography, foy.flicks. And of course, ykwrestling.com. You get all the links to all of our stuff, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I still put out the Facebook, even though I don't even know the last time I posted on Young Kings Wrestling Facebook. It's Googleable. Let's find out while we on here.
Man, yeah, it has been a hot minute.
Let's find out.
We're probably going way back.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Last post, it was a share. October 22nd. No, what? October 8th, 2022. I read that wrong.
Oh, that wasn't long ago.
It was over a year, but
hey,
it was a shared post. When's the last time we made an original post on the Young Kings Wrestling page? Man. January 31st, 2022.
Okay. Well, not bad as I thought. Listen, we roll with the social media platforms that's getting the most engagement for obvious reasons.
Yeah, man. I don't never know nobody that's I don't know nobody that's really on Facebook like that.
Yeah.
I ain't even on Facebook like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I used to be on Facebook crazy back then.
It's something I glance at now.
I don't even do that.
Yeah, like if I don't got messages or something, I ain't really looking.
I should deactivate my Facebook.
Yes.
And then I seen Facebook had a class action lawsuit, and I was like, let me reactivate mine.
Yeah.
Right. We can make sure I get this money.
He said, "Oh, you was on for this many years. Why don't you go ahead and click this link and see if you entitled to conversation."
Facts. They started saying, "How long you been on Facebook?" I was like, "Shit, I've been in there since I was about 15."
I'm gonna say we've been doing numbers.
I've been on there for 15 years, literally.
Right.
Hey, I need my money.
Talk to him.
But not check us out everywhere. And it's been a good show. Can't wait for next week. Can't wait to see what they got cooking over there in WWE land.
Mm-hmm.
They going crazy now. Road to WrestleMania is gearing up. They fueling up all the vehicles to get on the road to WrestleMania.
It's a good thing it's 2 nights, man, because it's gonna get real crazy.
Every WrestleMania is getting better. Like,
yeah,
the one in Tampa was cool. Like, the one in Dallas, I thought was just like, yo, this is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
LA was fire. Now honestly, I feel like they're really about to outdo themselves this year.
Yeah, honestly, like if they made the call on night 2 in LA, it probably would have been like top 3.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't out of here yet. One more thing, I forgot about this. I'm still in this from Powerbomb Jutsu.
All right.
War Games. Give me your War Games match featuring rappers, real quick.
Oh shit. The Locks and Dipset.
That's crazy. That was mine too. I ain't thinking nothing else other than that. Bad Boy versus Death Row.
Damn. Let me see. Shit. Give me Rough Riders and NWA.
Hey. All right, my last one. This one would be a little dangerous. You might have to do this with no fans in attendance. Jeezy and CTE versus Gucci and 1017.
Oh, stupid. Oh shit.
Hey, run that one. I need to see that.
It's like maybe 0.5% of the listeners that even know who that is.
17.5.
Just the truth.
Hey man, let's get up out of here, man.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't wanna leave.
But we gotta go right now. We'll be back next week with another one.
Another one.
Young Kings Wrestling. We out of here. Gone.